Frankie, welcome back to Newcastle.
Pleasure being up there.
Good stuff, great stuff, great to see you. And lads, welcome. Have you enjoyed your afternoon in Newcastle?
Unbelievable. Very much. Very, very. Great.
Great stuff. Okay, Frankie, we're going to start off with a few questions from yourself about your life. Obviously, you were born in 1923 in London. Tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up in London at that time.
Very tough. You know, unemployment as it was then after the First World War. Very tough. Mum and Dad let me down. They were dead straight, they never nicked anything. So, it was only me and my sister Eva. We were the two rascals of the family. And she was a terrific, grew up to be a terrific, you know, shoplifter. Out of all the top stores. But once she got married, out of love and respect for her husband, she stopped. I'll never forgive her. I got my own skirts. Being Italian, they were strict Roman Catholic, and that's how I got to mix with them all. That's how it all come about. With the mafia and everything. If you're in the mafia's company and one of them goes like that, Cazzo, run for your life, that means you've got to be shot dead. I don't forget.
Obviously, you were at it as well. We grew up in a very rough area in the Elephant Castle called Mason Street. Actually, I got this scar there when I was a kid, fell over. But everyone was at it. Everyone was at it. It was a way of life where we come from. Everyone was feeding, and if they weren't feeding, they were straight, they bought crooked. And this is how it was there. And plus the Catholic Association, where we were very close together as a community. But we was all out. It was all things. It was a life. It was a way of life. We had the docks next door to us, which was a money-making machine. If we wanted anything, we'd go down the docks. If we stole anything, we stole down the docks. It was there. And plus we had family down the docks who used to give us a nod and a wink what to take, and we were kids. Actually, it was too young, but there you go. That's what it was like growing up in that area. But my father was in jail, obvious, most of the time, so it was a little bit awkward for us, you know, growing up without a father, but that was life.
What was it like visiting your dad in prison?
I can remember as a kid, we went to see him, he was in Dartmoor, and I can remember we was in the car, and we had tangerines, which was a very rare commodity in them days, and we had an accident. I can remember the farmer's horse pulling the car out. I can remember it. I can remember having a visit with my dad, and it was a great big long table, and there was a barrier in the middle. You know, little did I know in a few years' time I'd be doing the same thing myself. But I can remember thinking, what's going on here? And I was at the age where I was reading, and I remember seeing the word prison. And hence, you know, that was 16 then, no. I was about 5.
I was put it wrapped right round and they pulled it off. If you didn't have the leather, it'd pull your nipples right off. It's all right, girls, I've got my tits.
Getting a big change in London, you know, moving from the no one person ran it, no gangs. But what did you make of Jack Spot?
He was a terrible, horrible man. You've heard of a man called Frank Warren, the boxing promoter, with his uncle, Bobby Warren, who got 7 years from me at the Old Bailey. Yes. And Jack Spot swore his life away. Said he was with me when I cut Jack Spot. When he wasn't there at all, he was miles away. He was a really lovely guy. He got 7 years. And he's Frank Warren's uncle, Bobby Warren. And Battles Rocky, who's head of the mafia in this country, he got 4 years. He's absolutely innocent and all. And Jack Spot swore his life away as well.
With regards to Eddie Richardson, you got into the fruit machines business with him. Billy helped finance that.
So I knew quite a lot of people up here and had them in various pubs and clubs up here. So good old Georges, they were good gamblers.
Still are, still are. The story, I mean, I know you were asked it in Manchester recently. You know, did the craze come to Newcastle and were, you know, everyone says were they run out of town? We know they weren't. What were the craze doing in Newcastle? Was there anything more sinister than the fruit machines, Frankie?
I don't think they were up here personally.
There's a photograph of them being up here. But...
well, they must have been here. But they didn't have they were lovely guys, but they didn't have the brains to really get the machines in unless someone was up here and going to do it for them. And, but I don't think they did, because I know for a fact we had all our machines up here. It was simple as that. Me and Eddie Richardson. And the cranes were very good. When they knew we had ours here, they backed out, you know, shook hands with them, and that was it.
When did you first meet them, and what was your impression of the Cray twins?
Nobody, no one don't know him, none of us know him. He comes from South London, but we just don't know him. And listen, we don't just call people informers for no reason or another. It's not us who called him. It's the police who called him. It is the courts who called him. Not us. That's where it come from. He was on trial and it come out that he was an informer. They dropped his immunity and it come out he was a police informer. And that's how it all come around.
You know, we've done enough work between us and our family. Not one of us has ever come across this prick in our life. Not one of us.
He's a next thing you know, he's on the television.
He knows the bailiff, he goes and steals fucking televisions out of single mothers. You'd rather give him a telly than fucking start stealing it off him. We must be able to fucking wreck.
There you go. That's where I'm missing.
Let's clear that up. No, yeah, it is, yeah. Not my opinion, by the way. At the age of 87, and with the benefit of hindsight, would you do anything differently, Frank?
I make sure it didn't get caught.
Can you sum up in a sentence? I think it would be difficult with the life your dad's had. The man that is Frankie Fraser.
He's crossed over. It's unbelievable. Look, when we started getting all the publicity, me and my brother Patrick and my other brother, we were still at it in a big way. And the last thing we needed was the publicity, but it happened. And he has crossed over in the world of being a celebrity, literally crossed over. And I'm amazed by it, I'm literally amazed. But I told you the story about the photographs. I had some photographs taken of him. And I asked the guy why he wanted the photographs. And he said 2 weeks ago I had David Beckham in here, taking his photograph. He said that in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years time, David Beckham will be forgotten. He said, but your father won't. He said, because the more notorious you are, everyone remembers Jesse James, but he said, who was the American president? Actually, I do know. He said, everyone knows Al Capone, but who was the American president? He said, everyone remembers Jack the Ripper, but who was the Prime Minister of the day? You know, the more notorious. And as he was putting the thing, and I said, he said, oh, I want their photographs. He said, because I'm always going to hold your father's photographs, the original photographs that was taken. And it sort of summed it all up for me, you know, and then I started to look, he's been on game shows, he's done advertising. Game shows, he's been in the film. I was in jail one day, and he's come over on the tonight. Frank's playing tonight in a film called Armour, and I heard everyone cheering out. I switched the telly on. I was in a Spanish jail, a Spanish school, little functionarios over there. And he come on, he said, yeah, is that your padre? And it was in Spanish, one of those books. You know, I can't believe it, you know, that thing. Just a changeover, you know, and as I said, we didn't like this because we were still at it. But now we're retired, so...
Most importantly, he's dead.
He likes doing this and we like coming in.
Well, if a good one come along.
Yeah. Actually, we've done more villaging than my father had.
They're catching up. We've got those photographs, by the way.
Well, you know what it is, the difference between Hugh Street, and some good people here. It's one way to get on the pavement and get a few quid. I don't know about the twins, you never put a barricade one night. I was paying for certain. Never had a barricade, never got on the pavement and got a few quid. No, never any. One guy in life. Different kind of people. We walk in and you go up to Newcastle, it's a right to everybody, good people, gentlemen. Good people.
Yeah.
And the twins were like,
No, but
they weren't that lost.
I know a story.
Well, that's how I'm saying.
Yeah, you're absolutely
I'm not
right.
a huge one here, da.
Yeah.
And some good people here. Know what you're talking about.
I know one
I've
story.
never described yourself as a gangster. You've always described yourself as a gangster. You know?
Reg and Ron, the myth of Reg and Ron, because of the publicity, etc., etc. But there was another side to Reg, which I was speaking about to Steve the other day. I was in Lewis jail with him, and he saw me behind the Deputy Governor's office, or one of the governors or whatever. He said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Oh, my mother's not very well." That's all I said. All of a sudden, a week later, I spoke to my mum, and she said, "It's nice of Reg sending them flowers." Do you understand what I'm saying? That's how it was. It was nice. But that shooting of Cornell at the Beggars, that was an act of madness. That was absolutely stupidity. It was like robbing a bank with no gloves, your face on show, pulling up with your own car, which they did, right, and running in and shooting someone. And everyone in that pub knew it was wrong. And old Bill just sat there and waited. And after the Mr. Smith's affair, that brought an empire down, Mr. Smith's, and it created where the police could manipulate the juries and do things, because they learnt lots of lessons on Mr. Smith's case, and they worked with Ron and Reg to nick them, you know, and they nicked them and they did. And that's how they did that thing. But the shooting at Mr. what's the name of the Beggars, absolute madness. You know, you think of it, running into a bank, no gloves, you cut your own car outside. Oh, and the bank manager knows you. You shout out, "I'm here to rob the bank." "All right, Mr. Smith, how much do you want?" Because that's what he basically was doing. Not again, not again. Now take this back. Give it here.
Right. Alright folks, I'm sure you'll admit it's been